The exorcisms themselves were harrowing. Father Maginot worked with the family for weeks, documenting every reaction. Latoya's body convulsed violently, her eyes rolling back, while the children screamed as if possessed. Objects flew across rooms, sometimes striking walls. One chair slid by itself, and a dark figure appeared on the stairs before vanishing. Police officers also witnessed unexplainable phenomena. Detective Austin said, "I've seen murder scenes, violent crimes, but nothing like this. Something evil lived there. It was real." Department of Child Services workers documented children walking backward up walls, speaking in foreign voices, and sudden drops in temperature. Each witness added credibility to Latoya's claims, forcing authorities to acknowledge the paranormal aspects. National headlines dubbed the story the House of 200 Demons. Photographs, police reports, and hospital records backed it up, making the Ammons case one of the most verifiable possession stories in modern times. Zach Bagans later purchased and demolished the property, filming Demon House to show evidence of residual energy and objects moving on their own. Even years later, everyone involved admitted being haunted by the memories. Latoya and her children rebuilt their lives elsewhere, but the story remains a cornerstone of modern paranormal investigation. Scholars and clergy alike cite it as an example of evil capable of crossing into the physical world, leaving permanent psychological and spiritual scars. The aftermath of the Ammons haunting left lasting effects. Latoya and her children relocated to a new city, attempting normalcy, yet shadows and whispers lingered. Nightmares plagued the children. Therapy offered no answers. Investigators and clergy who had entered the house recalled residual energy and oppressive darkness, noting that the evil was intelligent and relentless. Father Maginot reflected on the case as spiritual warfare. The evil inside that house was aggressive, intelligent, and relentless. It did not want the family to leave and tried everything to break them, he said. Rosa Campbell agreed. "We felt hunted. Every move watched. The presence was patient and cunning." Skeptics argue mass hysteria or stress, but the volume of professional witnesses, police, medical staff, and clergy makes dismissal difficult. Official reports remain, documenting phenomena that defy conventional explanation. Photographs, videos, and personal testimonies provide chilling evidence of a haunting that reached far beyond ordinary supernatural claims. Today, the lot where 3860 Carolina Street once stood is empty. Locals whisper that walking by at night, one might hear faint footsteps, doors slamming, or low growls. The Ammons case remains a key study in American paranormal history. Latoya, her children, and investigators endured something real, terrifying, and unforgettable. Some doors, once opened, may never close again. After leaving the house permanently, the Ammons family struggled to reclaim normal life. Even in a new apartment, shadows seemed to follow them. Latoya reported hearing footsteps when no one was there. Objects shifted on shelves without explanation. The children occasionally screamed in the night, claiming invisible hands had grabbed them. Their school teachers noticed sudden mood swings and anxiety, but no medical condition could explain the events. Father Maginot and other clergy stayed in contact with Latoya to offer spiritual guidance. They performed blessings and protective rituals in her new home. Latoya described feeling a heavy presence lift slightly during these rites, but never fully disappear. The family's ordeal seemed ongoing, as if the evil had attached itself to them rather than the house. Each night was a battle, each shadow a potential threat. Media and paranormal enthusiasts continued to follow the case. Journalists interviewed neighbors, investigators, and clergy. Photographs, videos, and official reports from hospitals, police, and child services created an unparalleled documentation of a modern haunting. The events were bizarre, terrifying, and consistently witnessed by multiple credible sources, making it one of the most studied paranormal cases in the United States. The story entered the public consciousness as more than just a haunting. It became a cautionary tale about unseen forces and the fragility of family safety. LaToya, her children, and those who witnessed the phenomena faced a reality that blurred the line between ordinary life and supernatural terror. 4 years afterward, every minor creak, every shadowed corner, reminded them that some evils are persistent, patient, and intelligent. Eventually, the property at 3860 Carolina Street was purchased by Zach Bagans, paranormal investigator and host of Ghost Adventures. He documented the house, reporting residual energy, unusual electromagnetic readings, and objects moving inexplicably. Bagans described the site as intensely hostile and eventually demolished it, claiming the house's malevolent presence could no longer harm anyone. His documentary, Demon House, captured part of the story but left many events unseen, relying on testimony and official records. The case remains a point of debate. Skeptics insist it was hysteria, psychological suggestion, or exaggeration. Believers highlight the number of professional witnesses, police officers, doctors, nurses, social workers, and priests, all documenting the same phenomena. The combination of medical reports, official paperwork, and personal testimony makes the Ammons case one of the most credible modern possession and haunting accounts ever recorded. Even years later, investigators and clergy admit the memories haunt them. Detective Austin refuses to discuss the case without hesitation. Father Maginot says he still feels the oppressive energy when recalling the exorcism. LaToya and her children rebuilt their lives, yet occasional nightmares and unexplained events remind them that the past is never fully gone. Shadows linger in memory, just as they linger in whispers and testimonies across Gary, Indiana. If this story gave you chills, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't walk past the darkness alone. More true horrors are waiting, and the next one might make you question everything you think you know.